Life literally changes for people after age 50. We go through a difficult time, sometimes in our 40s, learning really tough life lessons about relationships, about love life, about preservation of our security and our safety, and about whether or not we'll find a safe place to work, to do things we need to do, and practically to listen to other people, to give them a chance to share with us how they're feeling, what they're doing, and whether or not they're okay in the land. In reality, we have lots of people who are here for a lot of reasons. I just met a woman who's been here roughly a few months after apparently allegedly waiting for a visa for 14 years. I thought, wow, that's a long time to wait to get a visa just to come over to be around your children who are in college. Seemed like an odd predicament, but that's okay. Perhaps there's other reasons that I'm being led to certain places, but only the Lord knows that, and only a good operative would know the rest. In life, we have moments of time to make a difference for someone. When I talk to you about different things, I want you to really feel where your life is today. I want you to really understand whether or not you're in God's house, and I really want you to get whether or not you are practically on the plan and the course for your life. You see, a faith fob can help you to make simple day-to-day decisions. Literally, what sort of food to eat so that your body slims down, what sort of books to read so that you get your mind and spirit in the right place, and openly how to dress to make sure that you're in alignment with other people at events that you're actually going to. When I talk about the faith fob, I'm really talking about an old-fashioned pendulum or something that's called dowsing. Now, historically, men would use, and women of native Indian tribes would use the concept of dowsing to find water, literally water in a well across the land. They would also use it to find fault lines and other possible electrical currents within the ground. You see, the ground is full of all sorts of minerals and rocks and gems that we need to know about. When I talk like this, I'm talking about old ways that are sometimes lost because new ways and men from other countries are coming in here with their ideologies and their philosophy on life, which may not necessarily be a part of the American dream. Now, when I'm talking authentically because you'll hear a sniff or you'll hear a cough, and you'll know that I'm really talking and producing enough information for you to listen to. But in life, what we're really trying to produce for our lives is a life worth living, full of adventure, full of excitement, full of ideas, full of love life, full of people who care about us professionally. We're also trying to produce a retirement worth having, which means that we can literally retire. I was approached by a man today who literally said he retired a month ago, and I thought, good for you, bully for you, why are you talking to me? He was practically trying to allegedly buy me lunch, and I was like, okay, what is this, a dating situation? And then he told me that he was literally married to someone who worked at a large church. So we began to talk about the church, and I gave him my opinion based on my experience of infiltrating that particular organization, not in the least, but of trying to be a consumer of that organization, and how it felt as a person with my challenges to go through their program, that it really didn't feel good at all. Now, I'm not the typical person who goes through that program, so that's probably why it didn't feel good. But openly, when something doesn't feel good, we have to ask ourselves, does this not feel good because I am doing something immoral or illegal? Or have I even bothered to check that at all? Or am I doing something illicit, providing someone else information that is not my right to give? Am I gossiping? Am I ruining relationships? Am I telling people to talk to the hand? Or have I really put myself in their place, saying, how would it feel if I did this to so-and-so? Based on what they believe in, based on how they feel about life, and based on how they feel about me, how would this feel? You see, only when we get to that point where we put everything before the Lord can we know what's the right thing to do and the wrong thing to do. I have someone, gal pal, that I really love to talk to, but practically I always run into some fake square of sponge to wipe off the control the whiteboards that I might write on, but openly I'm also being monkeyed with in another way. In life, we have moments of time to make a difference for someone, and in this moment in time, who do you make a difference for? How do you make a difference for them, and what do you do to make that difference is something I'm going to challenge each and every listener to think about today.